Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's it going? It's another beautiful day in San Diego. Thank God for the wake up. Thanks for tuning in. We have another episode here today. Episode 11. Wow. So I've done 2 full weeks. Well, business days. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. That's what we do. And I'll just want to say thank you, first of all, for everybody that's tuning in. If you've tuned in from day one, thank you. If you're just tuning in, thank you. Because, in just 10 days, we're reaching, almost like 300 plays soon. We're like 275 or something like that, 272, 274. Anyway, somewhere around there. And that's amazing. For me, I'm just a regular guy that's talking about his fight with the C word, cancer, okay? Get your mind out the gutter. But I definitely just want to talk today. Actually, today's topic actually got inspired by someone that is following me. And I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about, like every day. I just kind of go off the top and whatever. But my friend that I have on Instagram, let's call him Deuce. He's, we have a little bit of history together, as far as like, filming and audio and stuff like that. But he's actually been, come to find out, has been a really good guy. Just a really, really solid dude, And I had brushed up on one of my previous episodes about eating right for your blood type. And so this episode has been inspired by him because I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about yet. And like I said, I just kind of go off the top of my head anyway. But as I was here, I was like, you know what? Let me grab my book. Now, this book is called Cancer, Fight It with the Blood Type Diet. And originally I was following his other book, Dr. Peter J.D. Adamo. And it's just Eat Right for Your Blood Type. Now, if you don't have cancer, of course, and you want to try something different for you, a diet for you. Now, when I say diet, most people refer to that as eating certain types of food, doing certain types of things to lose weight. This type of diet, from what I can see, and so far for what I've been doing for over a year now, is not really more or less on to emphasize the part of losing weight. It is to emphasize to get your body to run optimally, efficiently inside your cells, your blood, everything running at a high level. So what I'm reading today is just giving you a brief introduction of the cancer side of it, of your blood type, to help you better understand your blood type and the relationship to cancer. Okay, so I want to I want to open up the book to a few pages, a few things I want to. It says blood type roles in common cancers. Okay, and we're kind of gonna go over the 4 basic cancers, which is O, A, AB positive, and B. All right, I think so. Damn, I need some water or something. Excuse the background noise. Got to get my water. So this says, does cancer find a more fertile ground to grow and develop in the body of one blood type versus another? And this was powerful to me because I'm a blood type A. Okay. So it says, there is undeniable evidence that persons or people with A or AB blood have an overall higher rate of cancer. Virtually every study that has looked at blood type and cancer shows this result. In many instances, these tumor markers are incomplete or corrupted blood type antigens, which in normal cells would have gone on to form part of the person's blood type system. Many of these marker types have A-like qualities, helping them to avoid detection by blood type A and B immune systems. Okay. It goes on to, but I just want to kind of give you an idea. A's and B's are very susceptible to some form of cancer. Okay. So I just want to leave that there. So I'm going to go in the order in which they have it. Even though I know I already talked about A's and B's a little bit, but I want to jump into, because, I only try to spend so much time, on my podcast. And even though I know some of my future episodes are going to go longer, my window of opportunity for this podcast is only about 20 minutes or so. You know what I mean? So anyways, normal guy getting in touch with his blood type. So let me tell you about a little bit about blood type before I go into everything else and kind of give you a brief, quick description of each blood type. Okay. Change is not easy. We've become accustomed to change, and it's part of our culture to just grab a burger, grab something fast, open a bag of chips. This is our culture. This is what we do. We find something so gratifying in watching a game and busting open a bag of chips and dipping it into some salsa or some cheese or some Cool Ranch, or, you know what I mean? Like, this is what we do as Americans. And it's so hard to break that norm because we've been doing it since the day we was born. Forget the breastfeeding. We're gonna go and open up a can of Infamil or something like that. You know what I mean? Open up a can of baby food. Boom. Here we go. Processed, prepackaged foods. That's just what we do. But most of America does this. Okay? So it's hard to change this. Things that we've been accustomed to doing for so long. And often people try things just like any other diet. Often people try things and don't have the mental fortitude to stick it out, to complete it, to finish it, and you don't have to. But as long as you keep on coming back, it gets easier till it becomes normal, a habit. You start becoming aware of what you're putting in your body on a regular basis, even when you go to a restaurant. You know what I mean? So you'll start understanding more. Okay. So take a look at that. If you don't have any cancers or anything like that, I advise you to probably pick up a book. It's called Eat Right for Your Blood Type by Dr. Diadamo. If you have cancer, he has another book on his website. He doesn't show, you can probably find it. I found mine on Amazon, and it's called Cancer, Fight It with the Blood Type Diet. So anyways, I'm going to go into blood type O at this time. And by the way, I feel great. Just to let you know, I did miss my appointment yesterday with my nutritionist, and I'm upset about that because I wanted to see her. She's awesome, Miss Birgit. I'll see you soon. Anyway, so blood type O. So blood type O's generally hardy. Hold on, let me get this right. Blood type O's generally hardy immune system provides natural protection against cancer. Nearly 30 years of scientific research confirms that it is more common for blood type O's to suffer from hyperimmune conditions, the opposite of the immune system depletion common among cancer patients. Okay? So in that statement, it's saying that blood type O people are less likely to actually have cancer. Okay, and this is just research that's been done over the past 30 years by Diadamo, and I'm pretty sure other scientists as well. Okay, and it says, that being said, there are many factors in addition to blood type that influence whether one person gets cancer while another does not. The key is to approach this challenge from a position of maximum health. For blood type O, that means making the most of your genetic strengths. An O patient is statistically likely to have a better outcome than an A patient. It has been my experience, borne out by numerous research studies, that blood type O individuals who develop cancer are able to mount a more intense and often successful defense. Therefore, it makes good sense to use the blood type diet and lifestyle guidelines to increase this edge. That's deep. So if you're a blood type O, from the research, they're saying that you have a better chance out of all the blood types to survive a disease such as cancer. Interesting. How many of you guys know what blood type you are? I just found out a year and a half ago. Really? And you can order a blood type kit, online. Go on Amazon, do it at home, find out, you'll prick your finger like people do with diabetes and stuff like that. Boom. Put it on a little piece of paper, boom. Tells you your blood type. Know what I mean? Try it out. It's never too late if you haven't been diagnosed with anything. It's never too late to get your body working at its optimal capacity. Nothing wrong with that. So I do want to go into blood type A now. So this is me. Okay, and this was scary originally, but that's okay because my mind is stronger than anything, and my relationship with God is going to get me through this, showing me to be a miracle. Okay, boom, throw that out there, put it in the air, catch it. Blood type A. Blood type A faces a particularly tough challenge when it comes to cancer. An enormous body of research consistently concludes that blood type A has the highest overall risk of developing most cancers. This is particularly true of the major digestive and hormonal cancers: breast, prostate, colon, and stomach. Okay? What type do I have? I have colorectal cancer. Whew, there it is there. There are several factors specifically related to the A blood type that account for the heightened risk. By focusing on the powerful strategies designed to combat them, you could turn being blood type A from a liability into an asset. And I firmly believe, I believe in the blood type diet for one simple fact. Okay. And it has to do with me rejecting food when I was about to die of January last year. The doctor kept on telling me, eat the brat diet, do the brat diet, you'll be okay. I'm in chemo, do the brat diet, stick to the brat diet. Okay? Brat diet's an acronym. Bananas, rice, applesauce, toast. Okay? Every time I ate that, at that time, my body threw it up. My wife happened to have this book sitting on her dresser. I didn't know nothing about it. I never picked it up. I never even bothered to look at it. I looked at it, read a few pieces, decided I wanted to try some vegetables, ate some vegetables from the book, and boom. My body said, yeah, give it to me. You need that. Nutrients. Loving it. And I've been a believer ever since. Now that I've gotten my body back to eating again and whatever, does my body want certain things sometimes? Yes, it does. At this particular point in my life, at stage 4, I'm doing everything that I can not to eat anything that's not beneficial to me. Now, when you eat the blood type diet, it's a number of things that are involved. They have a list of foods that they go off of, and you could get the book if you like, and it kind of gives you a brief breakdown of foods you should and should not eat. There are things that are in the cancer book. There are super beneficial foods, neutral foods, and avoid. Just avoid altogether. Okay? If you're a cancer patient, things like that, it's recommended by this. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's just food anyway, right? So it's not like you're putting medicines in your body and all this stuff. We do all this other crap. You know what I mean? We get permission from the doctor. We don't get permission. I heard, what did I hear? Who was this? It was a Dick Gregory or yeah, I think it was Dick Gregory. He said, it's a trip. You know how you have to have permission to eat certain things or do certain things. You go get permission from your doctor. Go check with your doctor. Go get approval from your doctor. But when you out in the world doing your thing, drinking, binge drinking, doing drugs, smoking, whatever, open a pack of cigarettes or whatever, do you go and consult your doctor and ask him if you could smoke a cigarette? No, you don't. So why do I need to consult a doctor to go eat some damn asparagus? If my body wants it, that means it wants it. Anyway, thank you, Dr. Dick Gregory. Anyway, blood type B. If you're a blood type B, what this kind of basically means is blood type Bs typically have fewer risk factors for disease and is more physically fit and mentally healthy than any other blood types, especially when you eat and live right for your type. You have by nature a balanced or better tempered immune system. Your ability to psychologically adapt to changes in the environment allows you to fend off carcinogenic intruders versus bacteria, toxins, and other substances that might compromise your immunity. Barring a few exceptions, blood type B individuals who do get cancer often have less aggressive forms of blood types A and AB and have better outcomes. So type Bs and type Os are less susceptible to having cancer. And if they do get some form of cancer have a better chance of defeating the disease. So now I want to get into the last blood type, and that's blood type AB, combination of the two, A and B. It says, so this is from his test, his research, Dr. Diadamo's experience, okay? So it says, in my experience, blood type AB is immunologically more A-like than B-like when it comes to cancer. Since you share the risk factors associated with the A antigen, a large body of research consistently concludes that an A-like antigen is a marker present in most common cancers. This is particularly true for the major digestive and hormonal cancers, breast, prostate, colon, and stomach. You do, however, have certain genetic tendencies that distinguish you from blood type A with regard to cancer risks. Notably, you do not have the blood type A or B tendencies to provide high levels of the stress hormone cortisol. Natural killer cells are immune system's most effective cancer fighter, and blood type AB is particularly susceptible to diminished natural killer cell activity, probably because nature has used higher than average levels of natural killer cell activities in blood type AB to compensate for the lack of antibodies to other blood type antigens. So because the AB gets less stress, a person with AB gets less stress than an A or maybe some of the other blood types, they fight off cancer a little bit better as well, because stress is a common factor of cancers. So that was some brief insight, and hopefully I can help you if you are some of those blood types, because and help you kind of just look at things just a little bit different, give you a little different perspective. Maybe something you might not have seen, or maybe you're a new listener that is barely trying to figure what this cancer life is about, what it looks like. Maybe I'm able to give you some options that I happen to just kind of stumble upon. So I pray for you. I pray for you. I pray for me. I pray for the world that this disease is eradicated somehow, some way. But definitely look at, and this is with anybody, the stresses that you allow in your life, the types of food that you allow in your life, the types of processed foods that we allow in our life, the bagged foods, the canned foods, those things that have been infused with products to keep a shelf life. I do my best to try to eat as organic as I can. I couldn't get that out, man. To eat as organic as I can. And I'm pretty successful at it. About 95% of the time, I'm eating organic. I don't go to the store and buy chips and dips and soft fruits and berries and fish. Matter of fact, I need to probably make some fish either tonight or tomorrow. But definitely love that. Try not to fry. Use more olive oil than anything. I try to balance a lot between not too much sweet, not too much fruits like berries and things like that, because, too much could start creating, even though it's a natural sugar, you could start creating too much sugar, and it starts doing other things. And if you know anything about cancer so far with your research, you know that cancer feeds off of sugars. So there has to be a balance. So some of it, your body's taking in the good sugar, using it the way it should, as well as your greens and things like that. Teas, really good for you. Green teas, try that stuff out. But hopefully that helped you guys out with cancer today and your blood type. Maybe, hopefully you pick up a book. Books are not expensive. If you're not diagnosed with anything, just the regular eat right for your blood type diet will be good for you. It's not going to be bad. It's just, more strict depending on the type of diet they recommend for you. Me, I'm more leaning towards the vegetarian type of diet. And for me, being with my back against the wall, it wasn't a hard transition for me. My back was against the wall. I had no choice but to try to make a difference in my life because I got things that I want to live for. So, easy. If you're not diagnosed with anything, sure, you might want a carne asada burrito every other day. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. I miss you. I love you. Until next time, until tomorrow, actually. There it is. So thank you very much. Peace, love, one.